It can be difficult to choose the most appropriate type of LED light fixtures for large outdoor lighting projects. Two common outdoor lighting applications options include high-mast lighting and flood lighting. These two words are often interchanged with one another. However, they do in fact offer different features, specifications, and solutions. High-mast lights are similar to flood lights in that both have the capability of illuminating large areas. However, there are also many differences in terms of light distribution patterns, mounting, vibration resistance, surge protection, Darky Sky Compliance, and more. One of the most noticeable differences is that the poles for high-mast lights are often much taller than flood lights. The larger the area that you want to illuminate, the higher up your lights will need to be mounted. Therefore, high-mast lights are often the go-to option when illuminating large areas. We'll dive into the more significant differences below, but first, we'll define high-mast lighting and flood lighting, because many times these words are often interchanged or utilized together, when in reality, they are two different applications and provide solutions for different problems. High-mast lighting is commonly used to illuminate large areas from a very high mounting height, typically on poles ranging in height from 50th to 150th, and are mounted to those poles via fixed rings or lowering devices. There are typically between 3 to 12 fixtures on each pole. High-mast lights are the ideal option when you want to illuminate a large area with less poles. High-mast lighting applications. This type of outdoor lighting is often used by industrial, commercial, and municipal organizations in large parking lots, rail yards, ports, highways, and airports to name a few. Flood lighting is also used for exterior lighting and is typically mounted on poles or buildings to provide directional illumination to a variety of areas. The fixtures on floodlights can be mounted at a variety of angles, distributing the light accordingly. Flood lighting applications. This type of lighting is often used to provide light to areas for security, vehicle, and pedestrian use, as well as used for sports activities and other large areas in need of targeted outdoor illumination. Most high-mast light fixtures utilize ESNA light distribution patterns. See image below. ESNA distribution patterns produce an overlapping light pattern resulting in high application efficacy and excellent uniformity and glare control that all result in outstanding visibility for large outdoor spaces. Translation: high-mast lights utilize light distribution patterns that provide even lighting where you need it. When functional visibility is a priority at the site, high-mast lighting is often chosen over floodlights. Zero-uplight optics also reduce sky glow and usually meet dark sky requirements. Floodlights are directional fixtures manufactured with a variety of beam spreads and projection distances. Floodlights have a wide beam spread, or beam angle, which measures the spread of light with a beam from a reflected light source. A wide beam spread means that light comes from a smaller angle, which creates a light that will become more diffuse further away. So as light moves away from a reflected light source, it spreads out and becomes less intense. Floodlights most often have beam spreads of more than 45 degrees and up to 120 degrees. Particularly with floodlights, it's imperative to look at the mounting angles when discussing light patterns. Floodlights utilize NEMA beam spreads, and since most floodlights utilize adjustable angle mounting, the mounting angle affects how those NEMA beam spreads project light at a surface. Warning: technical information incoming. A NEMA light distribution is indicated by two numbers that correspond to the horizontal and vertical light spread of a fixture and indicates the two planes of light where the intensity is at least 10% of the maximum light intensity of the fixture. High-mast lights typically have higher mounting heights, 50th plus, and because high-mast lighting poles heights are large relative to their cross-sectional dimension, these poles can be flexible and sensitive to wind loading. Higher mounting heights also allow for fewer poles due to optimized light coverage. Floodlights typically have a mounting height of approximately 15 to 35th. However, in several applications they can have a pole height greater than the typical max. A closer distance will not need a long-range narrow beam, so a wider flood beam will be best. To illuminate an area at a further distance, a more narrow, farther-reaching beam is necessary. It's important to note that when installing light poles for a new project, you will also need to consider the distance between light sources and the beam's radius to avoid extensive overlapping of illumination. BUG stands for backlight, uplight, and glare. Fixtures that minimize all three of these improve light quality, decrease light harshness, and are often dark sky compliant. Bug rating is a system designed by ES, an International Dark Sky Association that works together with the dark sky compliance light zones, which are accepted levels of light in specific outdoor areas. When a fixture has a U0 BUG rating, it means the fixture emits zero light up into the sky. The lower the number, the better and more likely IDA compliant. I hope you found this video helpful. It's my pleasure if you are helped a little at least. If you have anything to query for, please comment us below. Thank you for watching this video.